Hey, I'm Adam Jusko from ProudMoney.com, and in this video we're going to talk about whether Consumer Reports is worth the money that it costs. Before I do that, please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you have not already, and if you have, I thank you very much. So Consumer Reports back in the free internet days was a good source for unbiased reviews on cars and appliances and, I don't know, your backyard grill, whatever you might be buying. So if you're a Consumer Reports subscriber, you got sort of an ongoing, you know, list of reviews or, stories and reviews on kind of what was new on the market and how you could compare various products if you were in the market, and you get special car issues every year and all that kind of stuff. And so back in the pre-internet days, that was pretty valuable because it was difficult to find reviews on a lot of things. Now, once the internet showed up, obviously there are sites left and right that offer reviews of an awful lot of things. There are reviews everywhere now. So if you're looking for a car, if you're looking for appliances, if you're looking for pretty much anything, you can find reviews online. So the question is Consumer Reports worth it? Should you pay for Consumer Reports reviews when you can easily just get reviews elsewhere online? Well, one of the things I would say about other sources that are not Consumer Reports is that very often those are biased sources. Many times they are going to only review products that they are somehow going to make money on if you go and purchase them. And so they may, be biased in terms of how those particular products rank versus other products. And of course, the other piece of that is there may be products within those categories that just completely get shunted to the side and they act like they don't even exist because they're not going to make any money if you go and buy them. So that is something to look very carefully at when you look at reviews online. Is the site getting money if you go through and buy that? Do they have a conflict of interest in doing those reviews? Now, Consumer Reports does not have that conflict of interest. They don't make money from the companies that they review or based on any rankings. Basically, their money comes, from you, and that's part of the reason that we're talking about whether it's worth it or not. They're going to give you unbiased reviews, but obviously somehow they've got to make enough money to continue to do that. So they're going to give you some unique reviews in terms of having products in their rankings that you're not going to find in other sources online. They're very strong in cars, used cars in particular. If you're looking back at used cars from the past, it's much harder online to find really good reviews and ideas on how those cars are going to hold up and what their quality is and all that kind of stuff. So that's a place that Consumer Reports is very strong in. So you're going to get pretty much unbiased reviews without them being beholden to anybody else to do those reviews. Now, when you look at the actual price of Consumer Reports, then you have to decide, is the value worth the cost? So an online subscription to Consumer Reports right now costs $35 per year, or you can do it at a $6.95 a month price. You can also get the print magazine for $30 per year if you get both the print and online subscription. You can combine those and pay $55. Now, our advice overall is that, like I said, Consumer Reports is a good source of reviews. It's an unbiased thing that, in many cases you're not going to get elsewhere on the internet. For our money, we would go for the online subscription because it allows you to access those reviews, that normally would be in many different print magazines that, if you were a subscriber, you'd have to kind of keep them around and figure out where those, where those reviews were for the thing you were going to buy. With online, you can obviously, search through those, find the reviews of the thing that you are interested in purchasing, because I think that's what most people use Consumer Reports for. So that said, the print magazine is a little less value, especially today. Like I said, you don't want to be going through all those magazines to figure out where the reviews are. And really, there's not a whole lot of extra value in the print magazine as far as I am concerned. There's some extra articles that can be interesting at times, but they're not very different from things that you can find on the internet. So the reviews is really, where it is at with Consumer Reports. So, and obviously, the only reason to combine the two would be if you're, a really big Consumer Reports fan and you want to, support them and have that online access, but also get that paper magazine as well. So that's it. Consumer Reports we consider to be a valuable resource. Whether you want to pay for it and how much you want to pay for it is up to you, but we do think the online subscription makes sense for people that want those unbiased reviews. So thanks for watching. Please go to proudmoney.com for other personal finance articles and reviews and other stuff too. Thanks.